Hey there, space cadets and bantha fodder. Have you ever sat down with a bowl of your favorite snacks, ready to dive into a galaxy far, far away, only to be paralyzed by the sheer number of Star Wars movies staring back at you? Trust me, you're not alone. Rating the Star Wars movies is a tough task. We are effectively ranking the childhoods of 3 generations and one of the most beloved properties in film existence. But fear not, my young Padawans. I'm here to guide you through this perilous journey with my definitive ranking of all 9 Star Wars movies. From the sands of Tatooine to the forests of Endor, we'll traverse the vast expanse of the Star Wars saga, separating the Jedi Masters from the Sith scum. So buckle up, adjust your deflector shields, and may the Force be with you, always. Episode 4, The Empire Strikes Back. Is there any surprise here? It's dark, it's dramatic, and it ends with everything up in the air. It's nearly perfect. You've got the reveal of Vader as Luke's father, which, let's be honest, changed the landscape of cinema. You've got the battle on Hoth, the training with Yoda, that iconic line, "No, I am your father." It's everything a Star Wars movie should be, thrilling, emotional, and endlessly quotable. Second is Episode 3, A New Hope. This is the one that started it all. The movie that introduced us to Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, and the droids we all know and love. It set the stage for everything else to fall on. It's a classic hero's journey, full of action, adventure, and hope. Plus, that final battle scene with the Death Star trench run, pure cinematic magic. Third is Episode 6, The Return of the Jedi. It takes a step back from the darkness of Empire, but it's a solid end to the original trilogy. We get the final showdown between Luke and Vader, the redemption of Darth Vader, and the defeat of the Empire. Sure, some might argue about the Ewoks, but come on, they're adorable. And besides, who doesn't love a good bonfire celebration after a hard-fought victory? Fourth in line is Episode 7, The Force Awakens. J.J. Abrams put together a very Star Wars-like effort to bring in a new cast of characters and incorporate the old ones. It felt familiar in all the right ways while introducing us to Rey, Finn, Poe, and Kylo Ren. It had that classic Star Wars energy and left us wanting more, which, after the prequels, was a welcome feeling. Number 5, Episode 8, The Last Jedi. A lot of people feel like Rian Johnson taking over and changing the trajectory of Abrams' story really hurt. I agree. We have a secluded Luke Skywalker who never gets the screen time with Princess Leia or Han Solo that we all wanted and deserved. A disservice to the franchise and the fans alike. It felt disjointed from the previous film and left many fans with more questions than answers. Number 6, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. It was the second of the prequel films, and in my mind, has the least flaws of the prequels. That's not to say it doesn't have many. It does. The love story between Anakin and Padme is cringeworthy, but the Battle of Geonosis is pretty epic. Plus, we get introduced to Yoda as a lightsaber-wielding badass. That's always a win in my book. Number 7, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. It just didn't feel like Star Wars. It had similar characters and tons of potential, but even the ships looked more sleek and aerodynamic, despite it being years before the original films. And Jar Jar Binks? Let's just say he wasn't exactly the lovable sidekick we were hoping for. Number 8, Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. First of all, there was no rising of the character. He remained out of the battle, save for a hologram image. That's not the Luke we grew up knowing. We have been waiting for 3 films to find out Rey's family origins, only to have nothing come of it. It felt rushed and disjointed, a desperate attempt to course correct after the divisive response to The Last Jedi. And last, number 9, because someone had to be last, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. The botching of the birth of Luke and Leia, the separation of said twins, and the downfall of Anakin as he transitions to Darth Vader were all regrettable. The dialogue is abysmal, the pacing was off, and the whole thing just felt like a missed opportunity. It had its moments, sure, but overall, it's a far cry from the greatness of the original trilogy. So, there you have it, folks. My definitive ranking of all the Star Wars movies. Was it easy? No. Was it emotionally draining? Absolutely. But it had to be done. Remember, this is just one man's opinion. Your mileage may vary, and that's okay. The beauty of Star Wars is that it means something different to everyone. As always, tell me what you think in the comments. Don't be gentle. I've faced down Darth Vader so I can handle your hot takes. Until next time, may the Force be with you, always.